Ben, Collectivus Church has just been the talk of Calera.
The talk. I love it. Sometimes.
I see it all the time.
That's why our banner says, come see if the rumors are true.
Right.
Because it's the talk,
and
right?
It's the talk. But I'm telling you, some good things are happening here. I'm hearing it.
Yep.
I know you are too.
Yep.
You guys have just gone to 3 services.
Just moved to 3 services. So we were at 9 and 10:45, and so we just moved to 3, which is 8:30, 10, and 11:30. Started that just a few weeks ago, and it's been amazing. It's opened up more room for more people to come and to experience the great things that are happening.
There really are great things happening here, and a great time to jump in and get involved is the upcoming Easter season.
It's the Super Bowl of churches, right?
It is. It is.
Like, you don't watch football all year, but you could go watch the Super Bowl, right? We don't have any halftime shows, though.
Okay. Well, that's probably a good thing. Very, very controversial there. But let's talk about, there's a Holy Week. For believers in Christ, there's a whole week leading up to Easter Sunday where we believe that Jesus rose from the dead.
Right.
So let's start Holy Week. What's our first thing that Collectivus is on?
So our goal always at Collectivus isn't just for the people who call this home, but for people who don't call it home and people who are looking for a home in their faith. And so we try to do as much as we can outside of the church. And so the first thing is during Holy Week, we have we call it Stations in the Street.
Okay.
It plays off kind of a traditional and ancient practice called Stations of the Cross, which is where we get to walk with Jesus through his last week of life. And so different places throughout history have done it different ways. The way we do it, it's a little bit more of a downtown kind of environment. So we actually put up huge posters of art made by a guy named Scott Erickson. And these posters will walk you through each day and each moment of Jesus' life in that last week. It has like a QR code, you can scan it. You don't have to check in with anybody. There's not gonna be anybody there trying to convince you to come to church with us or anything like that. It'll be actually on the back of our church. We have a big brick wall, and it'll just be up there for the public to come by at any point. Again, it's no hassle. You
just check it out.
Just walk with your family through it, walk through it as an individual, kind of reflect on the week, and just hopefully, I believe preparing for things is important. And so I think Easter a lot of times is just a holiday, but when we actually prepare for it, it really makes it a holy day for us.
I agree.
And so that week helps just our hearts get in the right position kind of for that Easter celebration.
I love it. So we'll start that, Stations in the Street, and then what's next?
So Stations in the Street will happen during the week, and then that'll lead up to Friday, which will be the first kind of service we have for the week, which is a Good Friday service. So Good Friday service is actually a more of a reflective service looking at the death of Christ. As a reminder of that, we'll have Holy Communion that night. Again, all are welcome. That will be inside the church building, but everybody's welcome to come be a part of it, and it'll be a really good time that night. And then we'll lead up. We'll start our Easter celebrations on Saturday.
Okay, so tell me what's happening on Saturday.
So a lot of people travel for Easter, right? Because though it is a holy day, it's also a holiday, right? So a lot of people are going home to see parents, things like that. So for people who are traveling but enjoy Collectivus or want to give Collectivus a try or something like that, we actually have a Saturday night service that will be just like our Sunday morning Easter celebration, but for those who are traveling on Sunday.
Well, that's a wonderful option to have.
Yes.
Or, maybe you really want to check Collectivus out, but you've got
your church on we actually see a lot of times we have pastors and ministers and people like that who they don't have a chance to go worship somewhere because they or whatever, and so they will come and be with us on that day. So
I love that. I think that's a wonderful thing to offer. But then this is all culminating
up to Sunday morning. So we will start in the Calera courtyard at the pavilion with what we call an ecumenical sunrise service. Ecumenical meaning like any church that wants to be involved, we would love to have their involvement. And it's just a time for us to not be divided as churches. We all have the same heart, same desire, even if we have small differences. And in doing that, we can all come together as a community. And so we're going to be there at 6 a.m. to have a sunrise service. It'll be amazing. It's a fun time every year. It's a beautiful view from the pavilion back there, and it's just a great time. And so we'll have that service that morning. Also have Holy Communion that morning as a part of that. And it's a brief service, and we can't wait. This will be the first year to have the courtyard kind of finished for us to kind of see that really all the way done. We did it under the pavilion last year, but that was really all that was there. We didn't have chairs. We had to bring in chairs. And so now we got beautiful tables out there and everything else. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Perfect. And now after sunrise service, then we're heading over
to the high school stadium.
High school stadium.
So we're so excited. So for us, it's a little bit reminiscent. So when COVID happened, we were meeting in the intermediate school. We had just launched. And so our first attempt at gathering back together, because we needed to be separated and outdoors was better, we actually went to the football field. And so for us, back then, we were a brand new church and we're like lugging the biggest speakers we could borrow from somebody's house and like trying to make it work. Well, now we're 5 years into our church, and so we're going back there because we've moved to 3 services. We want to be able to gather just for one Easter service. And because even with it being Easter, we know that it's kind of hard to walk across the threshold of a church sometimes for people who have been hurt by church or just don't really know it. And so we hope it's a family event, really. We're going to have an awesome worship service. We're bringing in Auburn Productions out of Auburn to come in. And so it'll be like everybody can see, there'll be LED screens, we'll be able to see it all, and we can have literally hundreds to thousands of people there and have a great experience. But we're also trying to make it, a lot of times we think you have to either choose between a church day and a family day, and we believe that church can be both of those things.
Yeah.
And so we want to really lean into that. And so there'll be fun activities for your kids, there'll be free gifts for them when they arrive. There will probably be some things that happen afterwards as well. A lot of fun for the whole family. And again, this is a non-pressure thing. This isn't a membership form. This isn't now you have to come to collect. Like, this is for the community. We just can't wait to be a part of it.
I think that sounds awesome. I think for anybody that is maybe a little leery about walking into a crazy crowded church on a Sunday where everybody knows everybody, walking into this open air atmosphere is going to be
beautiful.
Much better, and who doesn't love an outdoor service?
Come on,
like,
and it's just gonna be beautiful weather. We're going ahead and saying it now, right?
It's
a little bit later this year. It's April. That's April 20th, and it's at 10:30. By the way, that service is, and we're just gonna think it's being perfect weather, not too hot, not too cold, no rain. It's gonna be beautiful.
I love it. I love your thoughts. Now, here's what I have to ask.
Okay.
When are you going to get a nap that week?
Nah, I don't nap.
No nap.
I don't ever get naps. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a napper at all.
Not a napper. So what are we doing? Just a lot of coffee, a lot of prayer?
A lot of adventurous coffee. Every now and then a few of their Red Bull elixirs, and then we'll make it through.
All right.
I can't pray too much or I'll fall asleep, right?
See, there you go.
Right, just out loud praying while walking around.
There you go. All right. Well, if you need any information on this, please check out Collectivus Church, their website, their Facebook pages. You guys are all over the place, constantly keeping everybody up to date. It is going to be an incredible Holy Week, and we can't wait to see you there. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.